So continuing on with our web page creation, the next thing I want to do is I want to style this newsletters element. The whole idea of this is that we would have somewhere where we're going to have sign-ups for people to leave their email address, name, etc., saying, you know, register to receive the latest email or the latest newsletter email. So what we would have, we'd have a few input types, and the first input type we might have would be of, say, type text. Its name may be name, for example, where we want someone to enter their name. And then we might want another input type of email. Now the great thing about this is that by putting a type of email in HTML5, it sort of kind of validates that it is actually an email. If we put something that isn't an email address, then there will be an error about that, and we'll see that when we've actually got this all up and running. And then we might say with the name of this, again we can call it email just to give it a name consistent. What we might actually want between those is we might actually want a bit of a space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this line break just to put in a break in between a space in between each one of these elements, so that we have a little bit of spacing, a little bit more neatness. And what we might want, we might have again a couple of breaks between this next element, because the next thing we want is a different input type. And what we want this to be is equal to submit. And what submit is actually a submit button. And again, let's just call this submit to be similar. So what that actually has now given us is an input type of text called name, an input type of email called email, and a button called submit. So let's just save that. Go back to our web page. And here we have it. We have our little section. This is where we put, say, our name. This is where we put our email address. And this is where we click the submit button. I'm not going to put the code there's at the back of this within this course. This is just to give you an idea of how to set that up, and then following forward we're going to actually style the page, and that's what this is all about really. This is about all the styling of the page. So that's our contact us div with the elements now set up.